It's better every year, and I love the painted cladding. Really makes it look premium and classy. And perforated leather seats are a very nice touch. This is a beautiful car for the price. Deciding between these two is really tough. Convenient cargo room and functionality with the seats. And that's probably the easiest way to tell the difference between the two. What's up, everybody? I'm Jonathan Sewell Sales at Mitchell Mazda on the Boulevard in Enterprise, Alabama. And you see behind me two beautiful CX-5s, the Select and the Preferred. And we're gonna go inside, we're gonna go outside, we're gonna go all the way around so that you can tell the difference between these two and decide which one of these two is the right vehicle for you. So let's jump in.
More car vids. More car vids.
Getting started up front, this one is a Preferred model and it's in the beautiful Eternal Blue, and had a viewer comment recently asking if they've changed the paint, the Eternal Blue paint at all since 2018. And no, they haven't. I think it is just the addition of the painted cladding that makes it look like a richer color. And this is actually more attractive to me now. I've always leaned towards the deep crystal blue, but this one's pretty sharp. And I don't know how much longer it's going to be around because we don't see it in other products. So this generation, the CX-5, may be the last of the Eternal Blue. But let's get started over here on the Select model so we can tell the differences. Of course, both of these, for the most part, look exactly identical as you're looking at them from the front and the side. Of course, perhaps the easiest way to tell the difference between the two is if you look up top and see the moonroof versus no moonroof. And we'll dive more into the differences of the Preferred in just a minute. But you have identical headlight assemblies, which were updated in 2022. These are still LEDs, still have the high beam assist, still have, of course, your big emblems up front. Have changed the grills slightly from through the years of this generation. And I think this gloss black just really makes it, again, look more premium. And then the painted portions of the cladding as well just upscale this, especially in the metallic of this rhodium white. Gives it all types of different looks and shades and everything around. And we actually have more bumper than we had before when they got rid of some of the cladding there, which used to house some of the fog lights. As we come around and look at the tires, these are 17-inch wheels, and I love the bright aluminum. We've gone back and forth through the years as well, but this bright aluminum is really complements all the colors well on the Select and the Preferred. Of course, part of the difference of the CX-5 is its acoustic glass here and acoustic glass on the front two windows, which makes the CX-5 very quiet when looking at competitors, the CR-V and CR-V and RAV4 specifically. And that's one thing that we hear from our clients that are cross-shopping that ultimately choose the CX-5 because of how quiet it is. You also have a LED strip right here and a color-matched mirror cap. Blind spot monitors with rear cross traffic is standard, and you do have the advanced keyless entry. So standard, it's one touch to unlock this door, one push set rapidly to unlock all the doors, and then you could push it again to lock those. It's very convenient. Of course, the new style is just a touch here and a little bit of a groove. But you can set that, of course, to unlock all, which is how I set the vehicles I drive. Coming around to the back, we do have a locking fuel door. So there's a lever inside to release this, and which is convenient as well. And of course, they've changed that on some of the models through the years. I really like how sleek and beautiful this is as we come around the back. And I'm doing a little bit of an extensive exterior because they're the same as far as equipment. And then we'll show the differences when we get going there. Dual exhaust back here, the same engine, the 2.5 liter naturally aspirated. This one does have the upgraded rear bumper protector, which both of these vehicles do. And just to show you a quick look back here, one of the differences, of course, the Select is a manual liftgate, and this one has the cargo mat as well. And you can see that it's raised, so you can lower that or raise it just a little bit. Your spare tires underneath. You do have the fold down seats with these levers right here. Let's get in there where you can see it. 40-20-40 split, so very convenient for cargo. And just to show you a quick difference here, this one of course has your rear power liftgate, so one touch, and it is memory adjustable. So you can push this button and set it and hold it to a beep till you get it to the height you want. And that's very convenient if you have a low ceiling garage or carport. And these have identical engines, so I will just look under the engine of one, but they are identical. So let's pop the old hood here. This is the tried and true 2.5 liter naturally aspirated Skyactiv G. Uses 0W20 oil. You have your windshield washer fluid here, ABS module here, air box here, which houses your air filter, fuses and relays here, battery, brake fluid, and of course there is room for the turbo as we upgrade to some other models here. And this of course feeds into a 6-speed automatic transmission that is a front wheel drive system, which is why this engine's turned this way. So it's a front wheel drive system, but does have all wheel drive standard on both and all Mazda crossovers, but both of these trims of course. And that means that there's always a little bit of torque going back there, and it's so seamless that you almost really don't realize that you're using it, which contributes to the Genba E-tie, the horse and rider as one. So you don't have to engage this, it just happens for you. And both of these vehicles do not have cylinder deactivation or the I-stop, which was a early release or early option on, well, it was standard early on is what I'm trying to say, but they had some chip shortages and removed that. So the fuel economy is not as competitive as it originally listed. You do have 23 and 29 and 25 combined. One of the things that they tried to push that technology for is to get this to that 31 on the highway and a higher combined fuel economy. But most of you are satisfied with the fuel economy to get the performance away from that technology. So that's a good benefit as well. And really curious to see how long this engine will go without any iterations. So we'll just have to keep going because it's in everything now, and it's proved to be a great engine for us. Now let's talk about the interior differences between the Select and the Preferred. Opening up here on the Select, you see this is a new interior for 24, so it's a full leatherette and it's perforated and it's very, very comfortable. And I love the piping here. They've really scaled this up as a standard CX-5 model, and these seats are very comfortable. Of course, you have all the airbags that you'd want on the side and seat bolster here, and of course the two up front. You do have some accents here on the door cards, power windows and locks, of course. Here is an off-road traction assist, and that disengages your lane departure. The ones early 24s did have other I-stop and button. There is one way you can notice that. We have a leather wrap steering wheel, which feels really good, and you have a 4-inch multi-information display right there, 10.25-inch infotainment with Apple CarPlay, Android Auto, which is touchscreen when you connect it, and this one you have to tether through the USBs. So we have 2 USB ports here and 2 in the rear. Either one of these 2 will handle the smartphone connectivity, and you do have a charger right there. Also, heated seats are standard, and I'm sitting in a 6-way passenger or 6-way driver seat power, and over here is a 6-way manual seat, so you can get that set up. Also, speaking of the infotainment, you do have Mazda connected services, so through the My Mazda app you can start, stop, lock, unlock, flash your lights, all those things. Also track your mileage or odometer, and you do have your sunglass holder or taco holder here, and standard day-night mirror. Hello there. And here's a look at the lighter gray headliner and then the back seat. Before we hop in the back seat, let's go next door and talk about some of the preferred differences. Before we hop inside, we've talked about the power liftgate, which is one option difference. We talked about the power moonroof, which we'll look at from the inside here. The other thing you'll notice, although this is the black interior, you also can get the tan or white parchment interior, and we just got one in. We may look at that in another video, but you have you can tell that by the different grain or texture here, this is real leather. And you do have the cross stitching, you do still have some piping here, you still have some perforation, but it's really in this texture right here that you can tell the difference between the leather and the leatherette on the Select. This one also gives you a lumbar, so it's an 8-way power seat with a 2-setting memory, and the passenger seat is a power as well, and it is just a 6-way power seat. And power liftgate switch is right here. Interior is going to be identical. You still have the same setup for your infotainment and all that, and your steering wheel controls. Everything's the same. You still have heated seats as well. And let's pop back here in the back seat. Same setup in the other one, other than the leather interior. You do have rear AC vents and this fold down armrest with console and USBs back here, and they're 2.1 amps for better charging, and you have a device holder and cup holders right here. So no changes other than the leather seating. Let's go over here and check out this power seat on the passenger side, which I couldn't remember how many features it had. So we have up, down, forward, back. So it is a 6-way power seat. And as we didn't check out earlier, here's a look of the moonroof from inside. Of course, this slides all the way back or opens up to vent. And you also have a auto dimming rear view mirror as part of the Preferred. So you have home link on there as well. No day night because it'll automatically tint. And hello there. And other than that, same setups with lights, handles, everything inside. So I think that covers everything on the differences between the Preferred, which is the second trim up, and the standard Select. Let's walk around these one more time and look at the beautiful rhodium white. Hopefully my shadow won't take away from its beauty. And the beautiful eternal blue. If you have any questions and comments on these Mazdas or any Mazdas, you can always drop them down below in the comments or text me at 334-718-0504. I am Jonathan Sewell Sales at Mitchell Mazda on the Boulevard in Enterprise, Alabama. You can always subscribe for all the latest Mazda news, and I can't wait to see you in your beautiful Mazda.